Hey you guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here today checking out Comic Book Store Simulator, or at least the demo thereof, a little teaser, a little taste of Comic Book Store Simulator. And my very first question is, how has it taken this long? Hundreds, maybe thousands of simulator games on the market, and this is the first time we're doing a comic book store? I mean, come on, it just writes itself. I'm gonna guess that 95 to 98% of the people playing simulator games are huge comic book nerds. I know I am. How has it taken this long to do comic books? I know, right, dude? You're waiting for a comic book right now. Walk to... Mom? Mom, why are you in a kimono? This is not what my mom looked like. This is kind of unnerving. So I gotta tell you where it started. There's a whole story behind this. You're asking yourself, you're sitting at home and you're desperately asking yourself, how did Dave become a massive comic book nerd? It's my grandmother's fault. So there was a period of time where we lived in London. My family lived in London. And I would get comic books from my grandmother who lived in America. It was a nice thing for her to do. She'd say, Dave's in London. He probably likes comic books. He's a young boy. I'm going to send him some comic books. And she would. And that was fine. You know, comic books are great. Yep, cool. Read a comic book and then put it away. And didn't really care too much about it. And then one day, she sent me Avengers 207. Now, up until Avengers 207, I had not really cared too much about comic books. They were fine, but there were other things that I liked in my life, right up until Avengers issue 207. See, 207 was part one of a two-parter. So I read it, and now I'm on a cliffhanger. I need to know what happens. How does this story end? You can't leave a small child on a cliffhanger. They don't cope well with it. So I contacted my grandmother and insisted that she send me Avengers number 208 as soon as it was humanly available. See, here was the thing in London. British comic books were like 3 to 4 months behind the American ones. So they'd come out in America, and then like 3 to 4 months later, they'd finally come out in England. I can't wait 3 to 4 months. I'm a small child. I have no sense of delayed gratification. So she sent it to me, and I read it, and I was like, phew, okay, now I know how the story ends. And it all went downhill from there. Because now I wanted to know what happened in the next issue. And not only that, because I was a clever young boy, I wanted to know how we got here. So I made my dad take me to the nearest comic book store so I could find Avengers 206, and then 205, and then 204. And then all of a sudden, I am swimming in comic books, and it was a slippery slope after that. So we're going to buy 32 copies of Detergent, Volume 1. Oh, we're doing, like, manga stuff. Okay, not really my jam, but I'm willing to go along with it. Hey, anything to play to the market, right? So purchase those copies of Detergent, Volume 1, and then get out of this and probably go get them. Yeah, get out of all of this nonsense here. Let's go check out our stuff here. So where's my things? Thrown in an alley. This is no way to treat comic books, you know that, right? Okay, let's throw these over here. How do we go ahead and do that? Okay, no, I don't want to change the price. There we go, just put them in there, and in there, and in there, and in there. Okay, how do I get rid of a box? There's usually a trash can or something around here. In the dumpster. Okay, there we go. So get out of all of this and get into this. All right, so set the price on these, definitely. These manga folk, they're willing to pay quite a bit for this nonsense, aren't they? You're saying $12.11. Okay, how about we did like $12.25. How about that? $12.25. There we go. So set that, $2.56 profit. I can't set it above the market price during the tutorial. All right, fine. Set it at $12.11. There you go. I've only opened the store. I got one comic book in black mold. Are you sure about this? All right, we'll give it a shot. Hi, welcome to Dave's Awesome Comic Books. I have one. Okay, so Sailor Moon's coming in. You're definitely going to be into this kind of nonsense, are you? Can I interest you in some old Avengers comics? I might still have a few kicking around. All right, check you out here. So scan that, and then what sort of fake money are you giving me? So yes, sometimes customers do pay more than what it costs. It's called giving change. I don't really need a tutorial on giving change. All right, 1, 2... Yeah, look, let's just get this out of the way, Sailor Moon. Yes, I have to say it out loud. Yes, it's kind of a math thing. Yes, it's also a branding thing. Just learn to cope. Why don't we have quarters? Okay, hang on. Everything just screeched to a halt. Why don't we have quarters? There's no such thing as a 20-cent piece. That doesn't exist. Okay, Sailor Moon, this has thrown all of my math off. Hang on. I really do have to do it out loud. That's 70, 80, 85, 89, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know, a 20-cent piece? It doesn't exist. Mom in the kimono is back, and she has a gift for me. What is the gift? Complete my shift. My gift is more work. Oh, Sailor Moon's back. Hang on, I better get in the shop here. I really feel we should deal with the mold issue. This is not healthy. This is not okay. I hope I'm wearing some sort of respirator or something like that. Let's check. 20-cent piece. I don't even know what to do with that. Please tell me you don't need change. Oh, God, you need the same change. All right. 1, 2, 50, 70. Really? You need 3 copies of this? Really? Okay, no, you know what? I totally get it. 1 to read, 1 to put in a plastic bag. No, I know it's Mylar. I know. And we wouldn't really put it in a plastic bag. That's terrible. And then, I don't know, another one to probably sell on eBay later when it's more valuable. 367. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Well, let's use our 20-cent pieces. 20, 40, 60. I love your shirt. I got Mrs. Dave that shirt once for Christmas. She likes it. It's a fun shirt. We both like superhero movies. 3, 1, 2, 3, 20, 40. Well, apparently we've gone up in level in transaction because I've been giving out 78 cents for ages now. 24, 60, 75, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can be a pro at this thing. 78 cents? What are you giving me here? 289. That's the other one I'm getting good at. Do none of you people have credit cards? Is there no credit cards in this game? 20, 40, 60, 75, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. That's wrong, actually. One more of those. There we go. Okay, keep it coming there, champ. Keep it coming. I've only got the 1 comic book. You've bought like 17 copies of this, lady. They're not going to be that valuable. So just for fun, before I started recording this, I actually looked up what Avengers 207 might be worth today. It was like 20 bucks or so. It wasn't even that bad. Should have held on to that. Okay, I think we're done. I think everything is done for the day here. Yeah, the shop is closed. I was going to ask if there's a light to turn on, but apparently there's only the 1 light. Read today's report, sure. It looks like I've got maybe 2 copies of that left. So read my daily report right here. Profit of $363.30. That is better than I usually do in any kind of simulator game. Well, let's see. We had 18 customers. We sold 30 comics, and nothing else is going on there. Okay, I'm going to assume that we're going to kind of start all that over again, right? No. We're not. Okay. So I got to put a bunch of information together first. This meteor with this size, now I am no scientist, but this meteor at this size, landing with that kind of impact, would have probably destroyed this entire city. That would have been like an atom bomb going off. It is probably highly radioactive, because basically everything from space is probably highly radioactive. Again, I'm no scientist, but I just assume anything from space is highly radioactive. So Mom is either dead or a superhero at this point, which would kind of fit into with the theme of the game. Not the dead part. That'll be something like Mortuary Simulator or something along those lines, but the superhero part. So Mom... I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this from a distance because, again, highly radioactive. What's the scoop here, Mom? We seem to have, yeah, how about we move away from the blast radius? I'm just saying, like, we're at ground zero here. Check the meteor. I'm going to check my phone first, and first of all, look for some sort of alert about moving away from this area. So, quest, tutorial... Apparently, I've done the tutorial. Oh, I got $2,000 for that. That'll buy a lot of manga comics. So, Meteor. Check. Sure. Do I have superpowers or am I dead? Oh no, the Men in Black are going to turn up. Even better. Sorry, Men in Black and the guy from Monopoly. This is my shop. You want to buy it. Cool. Sold. Done. You're the guy from Monopoly. I assume you have a lot of money. So, Monopoly dude traded us the Meteor for a shop that I can only hope doesn't have black mold in it. Oh yeah, this is way better. I've got an office and everything. What is going on over here? Treat your shelves. Bookstore signboard. Oh, I can just move it around. Okay. Let's put it out here. I mean, that's where you want the sign kind of thing, right? So put that down. How do we do that? No, not that. Okay. Put it down. Just put it down, man. Oh, I can't actually put it down outside. It's got to be inside. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just let's get this going here. So I've got a nice little office here, and I can check in on my old PC here. All right, access the store app, where I can buy necessities for my comic book store. Okay, cool. Well, store. We've got book racks, and it looks like I'm being tutorial ninja'd into buying how many of these before you let me go? 2, 3? Okay, 3 apparently is what you want me to buy. And a checkout counter. Okay, purchase all of that for $1,500. How much money do I have left here? Oh, still $2,300. Okay, that's fine. Should I just get the comic books now? I feel we should. Boys Leap Manga Volume 1. All right, so we can get back into the detergent game, or Nafuto, or Two Pies Volume 1. Do I have any other options? I can buy a new license for, oh goody, Detergent Volume 2. I feel I should probably do that. When do we get like a... There we go. So let's look at this stuff. Here we go. There's different comics here. Coolism Box 1, Book 1, Slow Leveling Book 1. This is all more manga stuff. How about something... There we go. Sigma Man. Or Bedmen. It's just a guy asleep. That's awesome. All right, well, we're definitely going to get a box of The Flashlight, because that just writes itself, especially seeing as there was actually a superhero whose power was basically having a flashlight. We'll get Working Woman here. What else can you give me down here? More of the same. Okay, issue number 2, etc., and then more issues number 2. And we're just getting... Okay, so every license is just a different issue of that. Got it. Let's get the Goat of High School, Book 1... Quantity 32 of those, fine. That looks like that might be a little bit naughty, and you know that's going to play well. So, wow, there's $1,000 for that. Okay, get that. Yeah, no, I want to purchase all of that. Yes, I want to proceed with it. Stop asking me things. Okay, get out of this. Now let's start to set the shop up. Now, let's make sure we get the flashlight right up front. People are going to love this thing. He's got a flashlight. If it's dark, he can vaguely illuminate the area around him. It's going to be an awesome premise. Can we just briefly address this? It's just that this is happening. All right, I've got everything set up here. I got my comic books over there. I got my little checkout counter. I just want to see what else I could theoretically do here before we open up. I can access the tools. Okay, upgrade tools. Oh no, I don't want to see a mop. Come on, don't give me a mop. I don't want to do any cleaning. Cleaning in simulator games. Let's just put, oh, you're going to make me buy a mop. Okay, you're going to absolutely make me buy a mop. All right, so it's free to upgrade it. Cool. And upgrade complete. Neat. I've got a cheap brush. Neat. All right, so broken sandal, hitting obstacles away, and then dusting, but all of this is hideously expensive. Can I just sort of take a tour here, game? A non-tutorial tour, like show me decor. You know I'm into that. Arrow ceiling decoration. That's kind of cool. It's a little expensive, but I'm willing to spend some money here. $1,100 for a hanging lamp. $1,100. Uh-huh. Show me walls. Nafuto tapestry. A ring wall decoration. These are pretty cheap. Might get something like this. Show me floors. A cheap end table. A pawn. Super sale. Gesture hat. And other things that are coming soon. How about tables? A book box, cactus. Okay. All of these are hideously expensive. Once again, strangled by character limitations again. It's going to have to be Dave's Awesome Comics. I will definitely change that for $50. Yeah, see, it doesn't even fit on the sign. I mean, it does say Dave's Awesome, which is nice, if overly optimistic. But it should say Dave's Awesome Comics. I wonder, I've got money. I'm going to get in another shelf of something. Yeah, bookshelf. How about we go with... I wonder if I can put more than one comic book on this. I'm going to try that. So get me a medium-sized book rack. Yep, purchase that. Yeah, yes, I want to proceed. Okay, games in general. Just all games. Don't double-check me twice. Okay? Don't ask twice if I'm sure I want to do something. I was sure the first time. Maybe not, like, check once, because I've made mistakes in the past. Things have happened. But don't check twice. And let's get in... Boy, these are pricey. I've only got $1,000 left, but let's get in a Nafuto and a 2 pies. I'm kind of hoping I can store more than one thing on the medium-sized shelf. Now, I'm going to hit purchase. Don't double-check me. Yes, I'm sure. Also, I've got some sort of reward to claim, too. Hopefully, it's a lot of money. So tutorial, I know we're not paying bills right now. Okay, reach day 3. Claim my reward. Okay, there's some money. And claim my reward, more money. All right, I'll deal with bills when I feel like dealing with bills. And what have I done in the story here? Best ramen in town? Talk to the ramen seller. Sure, time permitting. So I got a full box of 2 pies and then like half a box of this one down here. I'm throwing the other one over here. And you guys all thought I was going to forget to change the price, didn't you? You were almost right. I almost forgot. And these are all going to be even numbers now that I'm out of the tutorial because I'm not dealing with those fiddly 50-cent pieces. That is not going to happen. So you're saying, what, 12, 11 for this? How about just an even 12 bucks? There we go, $12. In fact, everything in the store is $12. It's kind of a marketing thing. You know, they got the dollar stores. I'm the $12 store. Yeah, no surprise. First customer in, grabbing a copy of The Flashlight. Hey, I get it, man. It's a hot title. He's got a flashlight. Oh, much easier. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Done. Yay. No 89-cent things. No 20-cent pieces. No, just everything is $12. Look at that. $1. Boom. Out of here. Oh, somebody does finally have a credit card. Okay, so that's easy enough. 12 right there. All right, and you're getting a copy of course, The Flashlight. He can vaguely illuminate slightly darker areas. It's wicked. No, I know you have a flashlight. No, I have one too. I don't call myself a superhero. But he does it wicked cool. And he's in like a superhero gang. And they rely on him to go into the room first and see if there's anything in it when the room is dark. Yeah, no, they could probably turn on the lights. You're right. No, you're right. He doesn't really get called out on missions when it's daytime. No, he just sort of sits back at the base. He's on monitor duty a lot. Sir, are you a little stuck there? Should I nudge you? I'm gonna nudge you. Don't. This is not a creepy thing. I'm just kind of. Oh, sorry. I go right through you. I did not realize you were incorporeal. Sorry. It's possible I'm bleeding heavily while working here, because that ain't right. You know what that probably is? That's probably the phlegm that I'm coughing up after working in the black mold store. Yeah, sorry, that's gross, but that's clearly what that is. All right, people are starting to freak out about the cleanliness level here, and I'm actually not sure what... You just stay there, sir. I'm actually not really sure what to do with that. I know I have a brush of some sort, right? How do I access my brush? Ah, here we go. Okay, so tools right there, and we get rid of this. Right. Okay, so here's a mission for the comments section. Find me a game developer who makes simulator games. No, seriously, find one. I want to talk to them. I really do. I've done, I don't even know how many simulator games I've done on this channel, and all of them seem to involve cleaning. I want to talk to one of them to find out why do they think this is fun? I know you're saying to yourself, Dave's off on the rant about cleaning and simulator games, but seriously, why is that fun? Why do I want... What is wrong with your face? And how do I help you fix it? All right, wrapping up for the night here. Let me just clean the place up because that's fun. Get out of that, and then what am I left with here? Let me just get this box of stuff out of here. Just put those on the shelf there. Okay, one empty box there. How do we do over here? Yeah, the flashlight is very much almost sold out. In fact, almost all of these are basically sold out. Let me just dump my box here, and then, wait, what can I do up here? What do I do with that? Look at a newspaper. Okay. Backroom footage found. Recently unearthed found footage has shed light in a case of man who went missing 5 years ago. And then use the following code to win a big prize. Nah. Well, next day, and the Monopoly dude is back, and I fear I might owe him money. I kind of feel how this is going to go here. Yeah, totally forgot to go over the contract. Kind of saw this one coming. You can use the building. It's not free. So I'm going to pay you rent. That's not actually that big a deal. That's a pretty common thing that retailers do. All right, how much rent is really the question here. Open up the Bills app and pay my bills. Okay, so bills... Right, water, okay, electricity, Every day, huh? Okay, I might gather that up during the week. So pay that, pay that, pay that, pay that. How about the actual loan? Ah, it's not available in this version. Fantastic, I'm rent free. Well, with 2,100 bucks, let's get some more stuff. So let's get another bookshelf. Yep, order that. Thank you very much. And you're gonna like triple check me that I actually want to do that. And let's get some more comic books. I think my shelves are broadly full right now. So full-ish, anyway, full enough. So how about we got, say, Bedmen. Let's get Bedmen in here. And I'll get one of Sigma Man just because if something sells out, I'll have something to put on the shelf. And I've got some challenges I can trade in here. So we did $600 worth of business, so I can rank that up. Okay, I don't really know what that means, but I've ranked up. And I've claimed my reward there, and I'm sure there'll be a second level to that challenge. And then questing, again, unlocking the new area. Yeah, we'll work on that over time. Oh, I've claimed my reward or I should claim my reward for paying my bills, which is actually more than my bills. I'm becoming profitable by paying my bills. And now we've got access to a blueprint map. All right, so this is where I'm going to unlock new areas there. The mature section. Oh, hang on. Everything just grind to a halt. Slam it into pause mode. We're selling grown-up comics. Huh? Sure. So we can unlock the shop expansion. Cool. I mean, it's free. I don't know what I would possibly do with that. I don't need any... That's in a really awkward area. I just put all my shelves over there. I don't really need that. Turn that nonsense off. I don't really need an expansion, but here we are. Customer wants to read comics they bought instantly. You can profit off of this, buy reading tables, and rent them to my customers. Really? You're that desperate for a comic book that you were going to pay money to sit down and read it? You could... Okay, not only could... Let's back that thought up a little bit. All right, I need to kind of percolate that one. So, not only are you so anxious that you can't go home, but you're so anxious you can't even go outside the door. You're going to pay... Like, there's park benches out there. Hang on. Okay, technically there aren't park benches out there. I was mistaken about that. But you know what? There's Fruitopia right over there. You could sit over there and get a... I don't know what they sell. A Fruitopia and reach a comic book there. You probably don't want to do that because your hands are going to be like all sticky and wet from the Fruitopia. I assume it's sticky and wet. I mean, it's got fruit in it. It's got to be. So you probably don't want to do that. Or you can go over to like, that's probably the ramen lady that I'm supposed to talk to. You could go anywhere here, but you're going to pay money to sit at my table? Oh, this comic book thing is easy. All right, they're not cheap. It's $850 here for a reading table, but I'm definitely going to buy it. Yeah, purchase that, please. Oh, I don't have enough money. You're right, I don't. I need to sell, like, a single comic book. Hang on, let me crack the place open and get an issue of the Flashlight Dude out. Although, before I do that, I've got to reorganize all of this because the expansion was just a really, really, really awkward place. Take that. No, don't take that. Put that back. Store's open, but let's make sure I set my $12... No, not $120. No, sir, you can't get this for $10. That's not the price of this. There we go. Everything $12, sir. Yeah, her as well. No, sir, the mature area is not open yet. I'm going to work on it, believe me. There's money to be made there, and I'm not going to turn down any customer, no matter what kind of weirdness they're into. All right, getting out of this because I've made a little bit of money here. I'm just going to go buy that reading table real quick because I want to see what sort of sucker is going to pay for that. So what was that under? Store, reading table, $8.48. Buy that. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, I absolutely believe that I want to do that. Still got about $100 on me, and I'm sure I have people at the register and things to clean. Yes, I'm coming. For those of you who are so frantic that you can't possibly wait 1 second to read your thing, here it is. Here's my reading table. You can go... I know it's uncomfortable, but you're so desperate you'll do it anyway. So I'm stuck on the register here, but I do see that people are over there reading. So do I wait for a customer to use the reading table? I am. They haven't paid me for this, though. That's not like a free table, guys. You just don't get to, like, sit there for free. You gotta pay up. Well, because if you want free, sir, you could just go back to your house. Or apartment, or basement, or wherever it is you live. And just do it there. I've got to clean up. Hey, you... Oh, she gave me $5. Oh, that was $5. And I did nothing at all for that. And you gave me $5. Oh, that's easy. Oh, the money's in the tables. Forget comic books. The money is in the tables. And that gets me some new rewards. So I've unlocked a new area and I've done a reading table. Okay, it doesn't look really like there's any more quests. I think we're kind of wrapping up the tutorial thing here. No, I'll get it. Don't worry about it. I'll get the cleaning here. There we go. Now, sorry, yes, it's a bit of a pit around here. If you guys would wipe your feet when you came in, it wouldn't be so bad. Guys, I think that's about all there is to do here in the demo of Comic Book Store Simulator. I do see my store rank is maxed out. There's nothing more I can do with that, and I don't have any other quests apart from talking to the lady at the ramen stand, but I think my life will proceed nonetheless without doing that. So do please let me know what you thought of this demo of Comic Book Store Simulator in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, I know your patience is wearing thin. My patience is wearing thin. I've killed a guy, and you walked in here in that shirt. What kind of umbrella is worth $1,600? Is it woven from unicorn tears? All right, is there an actual fire, or are you just telling me that fire is a thing that exists? Because I'm very familiar with that. Fire loves me, and it wants to be near me at all times. I know you're all saying to yourselves, you know, where on YouTube do I think I could find this? Where do I think I could find this? And you're going to say to yourself, Dave's probably streaming right now.